All right, good morning. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this session. I hope you had a great Wednesday evening. It's Thursday. It's unbelievable. This week has just flown by. Um, yeah, it's really just unbelievable. All right. First things first. Um, let's take a look at gold. All right. So yesterday we dragged out this. Let me just put it down a bit. There we go. So yesterday we looked at gold. Okay, we wanted to see that nice upwards move. A little bounce off of this. Well, the previous week's high volume area. Okay, value area high. We wanted to see a bounce, but instead we pushed back really nice, and we thought, yeah, we kind of had a bit of a range around this area. And then we had this nice little red candle to the downside because we had personal spending and income that got released. And then the market pushed back towards the point of control for the previous week. And I won't say it's a coincidence. It's just how the markets move. All right. So we are inside of these two areas, which is like a little bit of a no trade zone for myself. Yeah, we really had beautiful reactions. Well, yeah, a beautiful reaction off of point of control for the previous week. Not so beautiful move at value area high. We usually tend to see this type of price action when we are around point of control, exactly like this. Um, so yeah, personal spending literally took us out of the game, looking for a long position. But that's why you literally just stay put and just wait for the best opportunity to trade the markets. Okay, so I'm not currently looking at anything on gold because we might see an upwards push and then a downwards push. We might see a downwards push, then an upwards push. Okay, so I'm just flat. Okay. We did have a missed entry this morning at 4 with this nice little green candle. Okay, quarter to 4. Well, it should have we would have taken the trade at 4 because this candle closes at 4 o'clock. Um, so yeah, beautiful reactions off of point of control. Then we had a nice little green engulfing candle, and then the market pushed up very, very nice. So a missed entry over here. So just staying put to wait for the next best opportunity to arise. Okay, I'm not too interested on silver. Brent crude just literally ranges. Also not too interested in anything on Brent. Okay, jumping to Bitcoin. We want to see that push out of this area, and that's exactly what we had. Okay, so this is now irrelevant. And then I wanted to see the market push back, okay, into these highs, and we actually just pushed back 4:30 or 5:30 this morning. Okay, so again, I'm still extremely bullish on Brent crude. Oh, Bitcoin, pardon me. Okay, I'll wait for a little bit of a breakout to the upper side, and then continue with the trade. Okay, just continue with the trend. And then also, the founder of Tron, okay, he's going to invest $30 million in Trump's crypto project. Donald Trump now, the next president for the United States. So you can just imagine what's going to happen with the prices of crypto. So I'm waiting to see if we can get a nice breakout and trade the market to the upside. Okay, Ethereum. Okay, we barely use this as resistance. We broke through, and then we used it a bit as support area, okay, yesterday evening. Then we had a nice little push to the upside, and then we had a correction. Okay, I want to see the market push back towards this area of resistance, which became support, and then I'll look for a trade to the upper side. Okay. The market's already reacting off of yesterday's high volume area, so I'll also just keep this in mind. Looking at Ripple, we wanted to see the market push back in towards this resistance area, and that's exactly what we got. We didn't have any indication of resistance like an engulfing candle or candlestick pattern. Instead, we just slowly moved down. And now the next move that I want to see is us break above this area of resistance, use it as support, and take a trade at the upside, potentially targeting $1.60. Jumping to Doge, okay, we had a bit of a nice spike this morning. We are also trading really close and reacting off of this yesterday's high volume area, okay, the value area. So also extremely bullish off of Doge to see if we can take out the high of today so far, the early morning high. All right, so that's it for cryptocurrencies and commodities. Jumping to the forex markets. Okay, let me just remove this again. So I wanted to see it push to the upside in a bit of a range, but I wanted to see it at the previous week's point of control. We didn't necessarily get towards that area, but now we are coming back towards this area, which was yesterday's high volume area, if I'm not mistaken. But this was yesterday morning's high volume area. Should be, let me see. Yeah, this was yesterday morning's high volume area. So let's see if we can get a bounce still off of this price level or even this price level. Yeah, I'm just really going to wait extremely patient for the trades to align. Not going to make impulse decisions, not going to get FOMO. Patience is the way to go. Okay, looking at GBP USD, okay, we did want to see a bounce off of this price level, which was the previous week's value area high, okay, that we dragged out. We did get a nice reaction, okay, few rejections, then we had a push through, and this immediately changed my perspective on GBP USD. But then we got a nice little close above it again. So now I'm again bullish. But again, if we had a bit of a bigger candle, like an engulfing candle, then I would have looked for an entry off of this price level. But again, we didn't have any confirmations, and it also didn't really go up as quick and as far as I would have liked. Okay, now I would like to see another pullback towards the previous week's value area high and see if we can get a reaction with a nice confirmation and take the trade to the upper side. Looking at USD JPY, the market literally did what I wanted it to do. Okay, let me just remove this again. Can I just drag this down? So I wanted to see a move to the downside and then to the upside and then the move to the downside. Okay, again, no confirmation whatsoever, no candlestick pattern that I could have, made my decision off of. But really just a beautiful move to the downside. That's usually when we see nice continuations of the trend. And usually after a trend like this, we do see this similar price action. Okay, and now we are currently ranging. So also nothing too interesting for me currently on the USD JPY. And USD CAD, we are also just moving sideways. We are quite flat on USD CAD. All right, and then Nasdaq, we had a bit of a sell-off yesterday on Nasdaq, quite a decent sell-off, and then we had a bit of a correction. Now we might see another sell-off targeting this lows for yesterday. That could be really interesting for me. Okay, remember it is Thanksgiving today, so the US markets will be closed. So you might expect extreme low volatility during the US session. And then tomorrow, we also have a US holiday, which is the day after Thanksgiving. It's literally the holiday's name. Um, so the market's also going to be quite still tomorrow afternoon. So we need to, make the most out of what we have in the morning hours up until 3 o'clock ish. Let's say 4 o'clock, up until 4 o'clock ish. Okay, so there's no session today, or yeah, there's no New York pre-market analysis session. There's only going to be tomorrow morning a London pre-market analysis session. All right. So yes, thank you so much for everyone who joined and participated as always. It is much appreciated. And I wish you the very best of Thursdays, and I will see you then tomorrow morning for the London pre-market analysis session. Right. Cheers, everyone.